Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Holowitz, and here is another ACT tip for you. My experience as an ACT teacher and trainer is that ACT is a great software tool for small businesses, salespeople, individuals that are trying to keep track of information. But as you start using ACT a little bit more and realize some of the things you can do with it, what I think you will find is that you have to learn how to do things in a certain way to make the most out of it. So there's definitely a learning curve. Is that learning curve worth it? Yes, it is. But the simpler we can make the software to do more for you with less work on your part, the easier it's going to be to use Act software and you'll get more out of it. Now let's take that up another level. Let's say, for example, that you're in a small business and you decide you need to train people. Well, you can teach them how to do multiple things. So, for example, if you wanted them to schedule a phone call, well, you could show them how to do that. You could show them the steps they need, or a meeting, or a to do, or how to take a note or create a history. You can teach them all of that. But my philosophy is this: let's make this simple for them so they can focus on what their job is and not on how to learn and work with software. So my advice is this: put a button on ACT, put a button on it. And let me show you what I mean. There is a great tool made by a company called Designer R1 or Design R1. I always have a hard time on how they want you to pronounce their name because of the way they spell it. But the software is called Automator R1, Automate R1. And what it does is it allows us to simplify some things in ACT. The software itself is about $50, and let me tell you a little bit more about that after and show you an example of it. Right now on my screen, I have a layout, and I'll draw your attention up here. It's called the Basic Contact Layout 800 by 600. It's a standard layout in ACT. What I'm going to do is to flip the screen around to the next layout. I'm going to press the F6 key on my keyboard. Now we have a new layout, and in this layout, we have some buttons right here. Now this tool is designed so that it automatically can add some simple, common buttons that you want to use on a regular basis with an ACT. But where this gets really interesting is that you can automate this to do some unique things. So let's say you're using ACT and I say to you, listen, I want you to schedule a 1 week follow-up with Tony Holowitz here at TonyTheTeacher.com. Well, what you can do is you can go through all the scheduling. You can click on call. You can go through this, pick the calendar date, schedule the time, what it's about, all that stuff. You can teach someone how to do all those steps. Or to do a 1 week follow-up, this button right here, you can click on that. And now what I want to draw your attention to is if I look under the Activities tab, here is a phone call to be made 1 week from today. Want to do a 1 day follow-up? No problem. 2 week follow-up? No problem. If we want to do a quick history or a quick note, I'm going to paste some text in here and I'm going to click on quick note. And now if I draw your attention down to the notes, here it is. Want to see a history? Let me click on this field, this box. I'm going to paste in some text I got, and I'm going to now this time click on quick voicemail history. And now it took all that information in and made a note that I left a message. So when you start to recognize some of the things you can do easily with some of these buttons, it really opens up the idea or the concept that you can really use these buttons to teach people how to do things in a method or way that fits your marketing and sales and customer follow-up plans. Let me give you another example. I have another layout here. And let's say that after a phone call is made to someone, you want to make sure that a callback is scheduled in 6 months. Well, I'm going to go to the Activities tab, and you'll notice that the latest item I have here is for approximately February of 2017. But I created this button from scratch. I put a color on it. I could create multiple buttons. And I'm going to click right here on call back in 6 months. And right here on the 21st of July 2017, it's the 6 month follow-up call. So the thing I love about these buttons is that you can really come up with a plan for your staff. You can create buttons to make it really easy for them to do the work you're asking them to do without a lot of technological time or wasting time to learn how to do things. Bang, it's right there, it's right in front of you. So I love this tool. I love the concepts and I love the things you can think through to do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Holowitz. Call me. I'll go over this with you and I'll even give you an extended trial of the software so you can try it for free and I can work with you to make it a great tool for your business. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Holowitz, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye now.